Amy Gutierrez for ABA 636, and I'm going to give you a quick overview of the last 3 weeks. As you can see on the screen, there are basically my mock exam results. I got 95 correct out of 160 questions, did not pass. Started the mock exam later in the evening. I was tired, anxiety set in, just wasn't a good situation. So definitely trial and error there of what to do and what not to do in the next mock exam and for the real exam as well. On the right hand side, you can see the different task list items and the number of questions correct out of the number of questions that were presented on the mock exam. My strongest points came from task list F, which is behavioral assessment, along with task list letter H. Let me see if I can find it. With selecting and implementing interventions. And you can see here 11 correct out of the 15. Now for my weakest, which I've targeted, or what we've been targeting in week 2 and week 3, target deck 1 came from task list C and D. As you can see, task list C here, 13 correct out of 26. So 50% measurement, data, and display and interpretation, low, along with task list letter D with 5 out of 12 for 42%, which was experimental design. So for my first target deck in week 2, it basically became ABA 624, which basically was measurement and design. So I took those cards from ABA 624, the concepts and examples, and utilized those as those became my my acquisition or my target decks. Now for week 2, target deck 2, or excuse me, for week 3, target deck 2 became my philosophical underpinning deck. So that is task list A, letter A. Let me scroll down. 7 out of 14. So that was 50%. It was one of my weakest. And of course, with course ABA 620 being the first course at the very beginning of the program, definitely needed to review and look over those cards. As you can see here, here is my Precision X. First week, the Mastery decks, since the deck is so huge and it's filled with definitions, I do go really slow when processing and reading because I don't want to get any of the cards incorrect, and I want to make sure my mind is changing gears within the task list items. So overall, I did increase over time, slowly meeting within that yellow area of that 14 and within that 30-second time interval. Here you can see week 2, target area was C and D, which was ABA 624, which was measurement and design. So basically task list C and D, those items, reviewing those concepts and examples. And you can tell I successfully met the goal and I increased. So just that review, that fluency, going back, looking at those Cooper summaries and so forth. As you can see here, week 3, I shifted to my second target deck or target area A, which is philosophical underpinnings, going back to ABA 620, finding those concepts and example cards, implementing them. And as you can see, my trials are very sufficient within the yellow and meeting that 14 card goal within that 30-second time interval. I think too, in our assignments, having us write the definitions the concepts or examples and the answers to submit with our SAFMEDs definitely helped. At the beginning of the week, I did do this. I started Monday or Tuesday writing out the deck because it helped me become more familiar or having that established review of implementing the cards and getting the trials done and meeting that goal. So that was kudos. So to the professors, those who come up with the program, and having us do that and having us submit that with the SAFMEDs. Great. It was great reading. It was great textual by typing, reading aloud, all those good things. So I think that really helped me as well. Overall, I do have a copy of the BCBA Task List 5th edition, and I keep referring to it along with looking at the Cooper summaries from the textbook, looking at the ethics for behavioral analysis by the Bailey and Birch book. And I think it's all about taking everything that we've learned, kind of like a composite, and trying to fulfill those gaps. Where am I weak? Where do I need to review? What do I need more practice or more better understanding in order to apply those critical thinking skills in passing and preparing for the BCBA exam? Thanks, everyone. I hope everyone's doing well, and here's to another week down. Thank you.